Hello everyone, this video we continue talk about something about general settings. So how the multiplier and the system time working and how you can use this thing to achieve some special settings. The first we talk about persistent server time. Persistent time, the actual server time is saved to storage. So when active, the next server start will use the saved time value. What's that mean? It's a little bit hard to understand. That means your server time continually cycling whatever you restart or whatever you stop the server, and the time continually cycling itself. It's dark, the next restart is dark. It's day, the next restart is day. This restart at the restart, the night is 1 a.m. and the next restart, the time will start with 1 a.m. and continue. As an admin, you need to understand the in-game time has its own clock, but you don't know because in-game you don't have a clock and you don't know the time, but it's cycling like a virtual time, like real time too. You can understand what I mean. So in the game, DAYZ time the day is from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. From 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. is the night. So the game has its own clock and it tick. Understand? So the time flow, the time goes on. And then the multiplier means you can boost this cycling speed. If you set 1-1, it just cycling like real day, 24 hours per day. And if you boost it, maybe cycling faster. So we go back to the system time. Use the system time. This means that the server starts with the local time of the machine. Machine means your server. For example, my server located in Germany. So my machine use the default time is Central EU time. So that means when your server restart, for example, now it's 9 a.m. in Germany. When your server restart, the time will always the time not roll back. The restart time, the in-game virtual time will be 9 o'clock too, and it's morning. And if it's 12 p.m. In Germany, when server restart, your server time is 12 p.m. too, so it's dark. You can understand what I mean. So the real time involve the in-game time. If you don't use persistent server time, as I said before, the persistent server time, if it's on, the server will goes on itself. And if you don't use the persistent server time, the server time will related to the system time if you use the system time. So the next is custom server time. You don't want your server use persistent time. You set a value, and when server restart, the time value will always be set to this value. For example, the day and year, we don't need that. We just need the last two value is hour and minutes. Like this 0000 means midnight. So when your server restart, your server time will roll back to midnight. That means dark. So we can use these settings to achieve if you want a dark server. Always night, nightmare, always night, always dark. So you set the multiplier as slow as possible. That means a day lasts 24 hours to cycling. And when server restart will be reset the time to midnight. If you have set your server restart every 2 hours, so after 2 hours, the time will be 2. If you set the multiplier 1, 1, the time will be 2. And then server restart, and then the time roll back to midnight. So your server will be always dark. And if you set this one as 12, it's midday, so it's daytime. When server restart, it goes to 14, and server restart roll back to 12, and always stay if you set the multiplier as slow as possible. If you set multiplier too fast, after 2 hours, the time flowing faster and will be, not the day anymore. So remember, keep your multiplier as slow as possible and set this value and rejudge your restart timer every 4 or every 2 hours, and make sure your server is always day or always night. So that's all. If you have further question about these 5 settings, you can leave the word or your question in our Discord. Thank you for watching.